What are you doing?
This is the L2C Media Network, and this is Sports Final. Brought to you by the L2C Media Network. I'm Harry von Stuttgart, and we are live from the Fred McLeod Sports Desk at the Tom O'Neill Studios in Jackson of Michigan. And here he is, Mr. Sport, Steve the Baxman Baxley. All right, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? Welcome to Sports Final on a beautiful, well, somewhat beautiful, the way to put it, Sunday evening. We are on at a rather unusual time tonight. Our regular time usually is Monday through Saturdays at 11:35, Sundays at midnight, right after our two podcasts that we do for Spreaker.com from iHeartMedia. But because of some issues, some situations, we haven't been able to do that. But we will be doing that on Monday. Fingers crossed. Anyway, got a lot to talk about with you tonight, and hopefully we can get through this all in one big Galapagos lump of joy and happiness. Yes, happiness. As you know, our camera cat is Uno, and she's behind our camera. She also works the lights and everything else. I also want to make mention of uh, of a few things. I want to make final a final farewell to a good friend, uh, and just do a little chat before we leave the airwaves. But tonight we have had a humongoitus of fun, especially with the NFL. So let's get started with our scoreboard, sponsored and presented to you by the fine folks at Caesar Sportsbook. Remember, we are all Caesars. And if you're Caesar, please let us know. Anyway, let's get on with it. I know we haven't had much to do on the Tuesday night broadcast. We keep promising you our top five, and then the rest get done. But we have had some very
What is that word?
live microphone. So we got a lot to do tonight. I don't know. I had something. I was saying something, but all of a sudden, uh, it just went out of my little mind, and
How do I say that?
oh boy, this is not going to be a fun day.
Well, no, I don't know what it stands
Do you
for.
know what the red light here means?
Yes, but I want to know what that means up there.
Simple. We are having. Well, this is going to be a fun fiesta, folks. Just bear with me here. I gotta turn on a TV, and hey,
What's that?
it's good to see. It's good to see you too. That means it is recording, or should be recording. Anyway, we got a lot coming up, so
Come on.
uh, anyway, we've got a lot in store. It's great to see you, Christine. So leave us. Yeah. So leave us get to it. As I was saying. Oh, now I know what it was. We are going to try to get you to our Tuesday night. We're going to try to do what we can do with the NFL stories. Right now, we do our tradition, and that's our mini look. Here we go. Right now, let's go through all this, and we do so with pride. The Go take care of what you need. I'll be here. We just did. We have my TV here. My mom's borrowed my TV, the front TV from my. No, let's do this. I'll admit something to you here. We have a old television that sometimes goes out on very weird occasions. So right now it's going like off and on, but now it's back on. So we're good. Okay, let's get. Yeah, my mom's got a new set. We're gonna put that in, and I can have that set back in my room. So I'll have a TV. I live a weird life. Let's put it that way. Anyway, let's get on with the show of shows here. The Arizona Cardinals beat the Chicago Bears 33-22. Murray at 120. Murray for the Cardinals, 123 yards and 2 touchdowns. Connor, 20 rushing attempts, 75 yards, and also 2 receptions, 36 yards, and a touchdown. For the Bears, Dalton, 229 yards and 2 touchdowns. Montgomery, 21 rushing attempts, 90 yards and a touchdown. Grant, 5 receptions, 62 yards, and a touchdown. All right. Indianapolis Colts. They were supposed to meet the Houston Texans, but instead, I don't even think the Texans showed up. I think it was the old ladies knitting and moonshine club. Indianapolis Colts beat the Texans 31-0, and the Colts did everything they could. They did it right. Wentz, 158 yards and a touchdown. Taylor, 32 rushing attempts for 143 yards, 2 touchdowns. Pittman, 6 receptions, 77 yards. For the Texans, do we need to embarrass them further? I mean, really, do we need to embarrass the Texans? I guess so. We must. For the Texans, Mills, 49 yards. Burkhead, 8 rushing attempts for 30 yards. And Cooks, 3 receptions for 38 yards. Let's keep going here. Chargers whopped the Cincinnati Bengals 41-22. For the Chargers, Herbert, 317 yards, 3 touchdowns. Eckler, 14 rushing attempts, 59 yards, and a touchdown. And Williams, 5 receptions, 110 yards. For the Bengals, Burrow, 300 yards and a touchdown. Mixon, 19 rushing attempts, 54 yards, and a touchdown. And Higgins, 9 receptions, 138 yards, and a TD. And do we have the bell? Yes, we do. Let us ring the bell of joy. We are no longer a losing team. The Lions. We're getting to the Titans, my friend. Let's see. Did they play? No, your Titans got the bye. That's right. We're in week 13. The 4 teams that got the bye this week were the Panthers, Browns, Packers, and Titans. So the Titans took the week off. We'll get you a look at next week's games, week 14, coming up in a moment. But the Detroit Lions finally won. They beat the Minnesota Vikings in a thriller, 29-27. Cousins for the Vikings, 340 yards, 2 touchdowns. Mattinson, 22 rushing attempts for 90 yards, a touchdown. Jefferson, 11 receptions, 182 yards, and a touchdown. For the Lions, Goff, 296 yards, 3 touchdowns. Williams, 17 rushing attempts, 71 yards, And St. Brown, 10 receptions, 86 yards, and a touchdown. Afterwards, the coach of the Detroit Lions gave the game ball to the people of Oxford, Michigan, who, as many of you have probably heard, uh, people at Oxford had a tragedy. 15-year-old student of the Oxford High School shot up the place and shot 11 people. 4 of them passed, and the rest are still in hospital recuperating. Uh, in fact, the Michigan football, in fact, the Michigan, hi there, didn't mean to hit you. In fact, the Michigan Wolverine football team last night wore a patch dedicated to the city and to its people and to those that were attacked, uh, those that were shot in that school shooting last week. And that was high class. Hey, Keely, how are you? Dolphins beat the Giants 20-9. Glennon 187 yards for the Giants. Barkley 11 rushing attempts, 55 yards, and Ingram 4 receptions, 61 yards for the Dolphins. Tagovailoa 244 yards, 2 touchdowns. Gaskin 15 attempts, 44 yards, and Waddle 9 receptions, 90 yards. And before we leave the air, I'm going to do something I normally put on my Facebook page, but in this case, I am not. I'll put something different on it. But I will do a little tribute to our good friend JJ. So that'll be coming up not very shortly, but before we leave the broadcast, a little poetic tribute to JJ. Philadelphia Eagles beat up the Jets 33-18. Minshew for the Eagles, 242 yards, 2 touchdowns. Sanders, 24 rushing attempts, 120 yards. Goddard, 6 receptions, 105 yards, 2 touchdowns for the Jets. Wilson, 226 yards, 2 touchdowns. Coleman, 11 rushing attempts of 58 yards. And Moore, 6 receptions, 77 yards, and a touchdown. Tommy Buccaneer, Tom Brady, in his mid-40s, has done it again. He won another game. Buccaneers beat the Falcons by a score of 30-17. Brady, 368 yards, 4 touchdowns. Fournette, 13 rushing attempts for 44 yards. Goodwin, 15 receptions, 143 yards for the Falcons. Ryan, 297 yards. Patterson, 13 rushing attempts, 78 yards. Engage, 11 receptions, 130 yards. Los Angeles Rams, under their quarterback, some guy named Matthew Stafford, beat the Jaguars 37-7. Do you realize that it took 11 games for Goff, who we got from the Rams in the trade with the Rams for Matt Stafford? Well, anyway, Lawrence for the Jags. Jaguars, 145 yards. Robinson for had 8 rushing attempts for 24 yards. Treadwell, 4 receptions, 62 yards. Stafford, 295 yards, 3 touchdowns. Michael, 24 rushing attempts, 121 yards, and a touchdown. And Kupp, 8 receptions, 129 yards, and a touchdown. The Washington, are you ready for this? They beat the Raiders 17-15. Heineke, 196 yards, 2 touchdowns. Gibson, 23 attempts for 88 yards. Thomas, 3 receptions, 48 yards, and a touchdown for the Raiders. Carr, beep, beep, 249 yards. Jacobs, 13 rushing attempts, 52 yards and a touchdown. And Renfro, 9 receptions, 102 yards. Steelers over the Ravens, 20-19. Jackson for the Ravens, 253 yards and a touchdown. Jackson, 8 rushing attempts, 55 yards. Brown, 5 receptions, 55 yards. Steelers, Ben Roethlisberger, 236 yards, 2 touchdowns. Harris, 21 rushing attempts, 71 yards. And Johnson, 8 receptions, 105 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Welcome to Sports Final. I am Lugnut6, otherwise known as Steve Bexley. Thank you, and how y'all doing? Let's get on with these here scoreboard. The Seattle Seahawks, they defeated the San Francisco 49ers 30-23. This year, Garoppolo for the 49ers, 299 yards, 2 touchdowns. Mitchell, 22 rushing attempts for 66 yards and a touchdown. Kittle, 9 receptions for 181 yards and 2 touchdowns. Believe it or not, the Seahawks had Wilson, 231 yards and 2 touchdowns. Homer, go! 3 rushing attempts for 80 yards and 1 touchdown. Lockett, and take away the key, 7 receptions, 68 yards, and a touchdown. And for those of you who are Sunday night fans, welcome, and howdy-ho, neighbor. The Kansas City Chiefs, they tamed the Broncos 22-9. Terry Bridgewater, 257 yards and touchdown. Williams, 23 yards, 23 attempts, 102 yards. Judy, 4 receptions, 77 yards for Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes, 184 yards. Edwards, hell yeah, 4 rushing attempts, 54 yards. Williams, 3 receptions for 60 yards. And Christine, you're going to love this. Last Thursday's game, for those of you that didn't see it, the Dallas Cowboys, they whopped the New Orleans Saints by a score of 27-17. Prescott for the Cowboys, 238 yards and a touchdown. Pollard, 7 rushing attempts, 71 yards and a touchdown. And Lamb was sure to go, 7 receptions, 89 yards. For the Saints, Hill, 264 yards, 2 touchdowns. He then had 11 rushing attempts for 101 yards, and Harris, 4 receptions, 96 yards, and a touchdown. Rah, 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 rah. Now, you're probably asking yourself, what about Monday? Patriots and Bills, that'll be on ESPN. Now, you are also probably asking, what is the playoff picture looking like right now, even though we're on the 13th week? Well, I'm going to tell you right now. I'm doing my Dr. Phil impression. Here are the teams, you see, that are still in the playoff race. In the AFC, the Patriots, the Titans, the Ravens, and the Chiefs are 8-4. The Bills are 7-4. The Chargers and the Bengals are 7-5. Those on the brink of elimination are the Steelers, 6-5-1. Colts 9th place, 7-6. Raiders in 10th place at 6-6. 11th place, the Browns, 6-6. The Broncos in 12th, 6-6. And the Dolphins in 13th at 6-7. The teams who are out of the race, the Jets at 3-9. And we must, indeed, we must. Oh, yeah, we must. Get over there. Thank you. Let us do this. The Texans are officially eliminated, and thus with the kazoo. There we go. So goodbye to the Texans and the Jaguars. You might as well eliminate them. So here's the projected wild card matchups for the AFC. Now, the Patriots will, of course, obviously have the bye. So, right now, projections number 7 Bengals will play at the number 2 Titans. So, it'll be Cincinnati versus Tennessee. Number 6, the Los Angeles Chargers will be at the number 3 Baltimore Ravens, and the number 5 Bills at the number 4 Chiefs. For the NFC, that's on the other side of the dais. Cardinals 10-2, they're in the top spot. Packers in the second spot at 9-3, as are the Buccaneers, also at 9-3, and the Cowboys 8-4. How about them boys? How about them boys? The Los Angeles Rams 8-4, so that trade with Detroit for Matthew Stafford has done good. Washington 6-6, they're in the 6th position, and in the 7th position are the 49ers at 8-6. On the brink, the Eagles at 6-7, the Vikings at 5-7, as also the Panthers and the Falcons and the Saints, all at 5-7, 9, 10, 11, and 12th, respectively. 13th, the Giants, 14th, the Bears, and 15th, the Seahawks. All three of them are 4-8. And out of the race, the Lions at 1-10-1. Do you know what this means? They still got a chance at the first round draft choice, but still, that first victory. So, what are the projected wild card matchups? Well, here they are in a nutshell. Number 1, Cardinals, they'll have the bye. The number 7, 49ers will meet the Green Bay Packers, number 2. Number 6, Washington will be at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, number 3. And the number 5, Rams will take on the number 4, Dallas Cowboys. That is going to be now, once again, these are projected wild card matchups. So, there ye go on the football fandango. Let us now hit from one thing to another. Let's take you now to the hockey. No, we don't want NBA. We want hockey. Hockey, boys and girls. Hockey, hockey, hockey. Come on. Hockey. Hockey, guys. Hockey gods. Press the button. We press it, and boom. Here we go, folks. Gotta hit this one. There we go. All right. At the second intermission, the Vegas Golden Knights lead the Calgary Flames 1-0. Here are some final scores for you. Blue Jackets over the San Jose Sharks 6-4. Boquist for Columbus, 2 goals. Peak for Columbus, 2 assists. And Sillinger for Columbus, 1 goal. The defending Stanley Cup champion Tampa Bay Lightning beat up on the Philadelphia Flyers 7-1. Elliott for Tampa Bay, 38 saves. Perry for Tampa Bay, 2 goals and an assist. And Hedman for Tampa Bay, 3 assists. The Chicago Blackhawks in a shootout beat the New York Islanders 3-2. DeBrincat of Chicago, 1 assist. Hagel for Chicago, 1 goal. Dobson for the Islanders, 1 goal. LA Kings, they beat the Edmonton Oilers 5-1. Kemp for Los Angeles, 2 goals. Nurse, nice for Edmonton, 1 goal. And Daughtry for Los Angeles, saying 1 goal and 2 assists. And the Maple Leafs lost to the Jets 6-3. Wheeler for Winnipeg, 2 assists. Dubois for Winnipeg, 1 goal, 1 assist. And shuffled on for Winnipeg, 1 goal and 1 assist. Those are the pro standings. Let's carry you on to the NC2A, the hockey scores. And so I don't get confused. Let's do that. Yes, thank you. Yeah, we found some. No games for the college hockey folks tonight. So right now, let's see if there is any games scheduled, and there should be, for the AHL. And there should be. In fact, we beg, we plead. Okay, Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins and Hershey Bears, they were postponed. The Manitoba Moose defeated the Bill. I'm going to do it this way. The the Manitoba Moose defeated the Belleville Senators 2-0. Hey, Rocky! The Charlotte Checkers defeated the Bridgeport Islanders 3-2. The Chicago Wolves, and I give the Chicago Wolves score on behalf of our good friend Piper, otherwise known as Fizz Giggity, 4-0 over the Iowa Wild. So there are Wolves that play hockey. The Laval Rocket over the Toronto Marlies 5-1. And the Abbotsford Canucks over the San Jose Barracuda 5-2. Let's go from one extreme to the other, and that's the Ontario Hockey League. Bam. No, now come on. There had to be some scores. Let's boom it there Sunday. Yes, there were some scores. Yay. Okay. Obviously, something happened because, okay, we'll just have to do this piecemeal. All right, here we go. The Hamilton Bulldogs beat the Erie Otters 3-2. The Kingston Frontiacs over the Ottawa 67s 5-1. Mississauga Steelheads over the Oshawa Generals 3-2. We keep going. Owen Sound attack over the Flint Firebirds 3-2. Then we have the Kitchener Rangers over the Sarnia Sting 5-3. And finally, the Sioux Greyhounds over the Saginaw Spirits 7-2. And ladies and gentlemen, that is your hockey scores for all around the crazy world that we live in. Now we go from one point to another. We go from the hard ice to the hard court for little basketball. And here we go, little basketball. Give me the basketball. Thank you. Utah Jazz. Who knew that they had Jazz in Utah? Over the Cleveland Cavaliers, 109-108. Hornets over the Hawks, 130-127. Raptors over the Wizards, 102-90. And the Rockets, red glare, beat up the Pelicans, 118-108. Yay. 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 Okay, let's do some G League in here. And the G League, which is the secondary league for it's sort of the minor leagues for pro basketball. And here we go. Lakeland Magic over the Memphis Hustle. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Do the Memphis Hustle. 119-100. G League Ignite over the Oklahoma City Blue, 99-89. And the Mexico City Capitanes over the Birmingham Squadron, 123-114. Okay. Let's do a quick visit to college basketball, and then we'll do the pro, and then we'll do some headlines, and then I am going to take some time to do a little salute-a-vous to JJ. It'll be a short, little shorty patorty here. Let's get the ladies. Yes, we're getting the ladies here. Don't want the football. I want the NCAA women. Let's get the ladies here. You know, if you get the ladies here, I bet you we have a little bit more fun and excitement and everything, and everybody will be happy and content. Okay, let's. Well, I can't wait till we change the name of the program to Sporty Balls, which means we will do everything, transcend. We'll do the scores. We'll do some entertainment news. We'll do some weather. But we won't do politics or anything like that because who wants to do something on politics? Politics always makes people, sad. And I want to do a show that makes people happy. That brings a little positivity. Okay, women's basketball. Number two ranked UConn over 24th ranked Notre Dame, 73-54. Number two, North Carolina State over Elon Musk. Well, there is a team named Elon. 78-46. Eighth ranked Maryland over Rutgers, 73-59. Ninth ranked Iowa, 88-61 over Michigan State. Louisville over Belmont, 10th ranked Louisville, 80, Belmont 66. 11th ranked Tennessee, go Tennessee, 64-58 over Virginia Tech. Number 12th ranked Michigan over Akron, 93-54. Number 14 Iowa State over Longwood. I got Shortwood. 94-56. 15th ranked Texas over 17th ranked Texas A&M. 76-60. 16th ranked Kentucky, a 90-56 winner over Merrimack. 18th ranked Ohio State over Purdue, 70-53. Georgia Tech, a 55-54 winner over 20th ranked Georgia. And 25th ranked Florida State over Charleston Southern, 83-32. Let's go on the other side of the dais to the man, to the Macho Ducks. Let's go to the man. Why? Why? Because that's what you call that their equilibrium. So let's go to it. Here are the scoreboards, and there's only two games. Oh, actually, there's only one game for the men. Number 11, Arizona, a 96-5 winner over Oregon State. And number 5 ranked UCLA won by forfeit. Washington didn't have much of a team there, so UCLA wins by forfeit. Yahoo. Okay, let's get to the NBA and the scores. Do we have them? Please do. So I can do this. Oh, I've already done the scores for the NBA. So we are done with the NBA. We're done with the G League and the colleges. So let's get to the one important. Every bowl matchup is now set. So let's go to it. All right, here we go, kiddoms. We got everything? Okay. It all starts December 17th. Here are the games, December 17th. The Bahamas at noon on ESPN. Middle Tennessee will take on Toledo in the Bahamas football game. In Orlando, Florida, the Cure Bowl game, 6 p.m. on ESPN2. We'll have Northern Illinois versus games for the 18th. The Boca Raton Bowl. We'll have Western Kentucky versus. In New Mexico, it is the New Mexico Bowl. 2:15 ESPN. UTEP taking on Fresno State. The Independence Bowl at 3:30 on ABC. BYU versus UAB. It's the battle of initials. It's an initial battle. December 18th, Lending Tree Bowl at Mobile, Alabama, or Mobile. It's Mobile, obviously. 5:45 ESPN, Eastern Michigan versus Liberty. Where's justice for all? December 18th, the Bowl, the Jimmy Kimmel LA Bowl, 7:30 on ABC. Utah State at Oregon versus Oregon State. Then you got the New Orleans Bowl, 9:15 on ESPN, same date, the 18th. Marshall versus Louisiana. December 20th, Myrtle Beach Bowl, 2:30 ESPN, Tulsa versus Old Dominion. December 21st games are the famous Idaho Potato Bowl in Boise, 3:30. That'll be on ESPN. Kent State versus Wyoming. The Frisco Bowl. Frisco Bowl was a friend of mine. Wah, 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 wah. 7:30. University of Texas, San Antonio versus San Diego State. December 22nd, the Armed Forces Bowl at 8 will have on ESPN Army versus Missouri. December 23rd, the bowl games will be the Frisco Classic, 3:30 ESPN, Miami of Ohio versus North Texas. Gasparilla, 7:30 ABC, Florida versus University of Central Florida. The 24th, the Hawaii Bowl. How come they don't call it the Hula Bowl anymore? 8 p.m. ESPN from Honolulu. It's Memphis versus Hawaii. The Camellia Bowl on Christmas Day, 2:30, Ball State versus Georgia State. By the way, December 25th, that's when we change our little name to Sporty Balls. We're finally taking Mandy's advice. Call it Sporty Balls. Sports talk and more. Ball State versus Georgia State. Okay, here in Michigan, the Quick Lane Bowl in Detroit, the 27th, we'll have West Michigan versus Nevada. The 27th, the Military Bowl in Annapolis, 2:30 ESPN, ECU versus Boston College. December 28th, it is the First Responder Bowl, Louisville versus Air Force at 3:15. Also on the 28th, the Holiday Bowl and 5 p.m. on Fox. It's UCLA versus North Carolina State. Then you got the Liberty Bowl, 6:45, ESPN, Texas Tech versus Mississippi State. Then the Guaranteed Rate Bowl, Minnesota versus West Virginia, 10:15, ESPN. Bowl games on the 29th, the Fenway Bowl in Boston, 11 a.m. on ESPN, Virginia at SMU. The Pinstripe Bowl, 2:15 on ESPN, Virginia Tech versus Maryland. Cheez-It Bowl, 5:45 ESPN, Clemson at Iowa State. December 29th, the Alamo Bowl, 9:15, Oklahoma versus Oregon. December 30th games, Duke's Mayonnaise Bowl. The Mayonnaise Bowl? Really? We have a bowl known as the Mayonnaise Bowl. Why couldn't they just call it a mayonnaise jar? I don't know. Anyway, the Mayonnaise Bowl will have North Carolina versus South Carolina, 11:30 a.m. ESPN. Music City Bowl in Nashville, 3 p.m. Purdue versus Tennessee. There you go. They don't have to travel too far. It's in their homeland. Purdue versus Tennessee. And I'm picking Tennessee for that one. December 30th, Las Vegas Bowl, Wisconsin versus Arizona State. New Year's Eve, it'll be the Tax Slayer Bowl, Wake Forest versus Texas A&M. The Arizona Bowl, 4:30. That'll be on Barstool Sports. That's streaming, folks. Central Michigan versus Boise State. Tony the Tiger Bowl on CBS, December 31st, 12:30. It's great. Miami of Florida versus Washington State. January 1st, the Outback Bowl at noon will feature Penn State versus Arkansas. January 1st, Citrus will be ABC, 1 p.m., Iowa versus Kentucky. And the Texas Bowl on January 4th will have Kansas State at LSU. Michigan State will be in a bowl game as well. Here we are. January 1st, the Big Three, the Sugar Bowl on ESPN, Baylor versus Ole Miss, the Rose Bowl, Ohio State versus Utah, La Fiesta Bowl will have Notre Dame versus Oklahoma State, and the Peach Bowl will have Michigan State versus Pittsburgh. And in the college football playoff, that which I gave you was the New Year's Six bowl games. Now for the college football playoff. And Mandy, I hope you're listening. In the Orange Bowl, December 31st, 7:30, it will be number 2 Michigan versus number 3 Georgia. And the Cotton Bowl at 3:30, both games on ESPN, will be number 1 ranked Alabama versus number 4 Cincinnati. And the winners of both of those games will then go back to Indianapolis for the national championship January 10th. And that one, I don't know who's going to win, but it's going to be a fun bowl game. Huzzah. Let's see. What else have we got here? Oh, yeah, let's give you a little boxing report. And we'll just give you the card here. Davis versus Cruz, the card for boxing. Eduardo Ramirez defeated Miguel Mariaga via unanimous decision. The judges voted at 99-90, 99-90, 99-90. Carlos Adams versus Sergey Derevyanchenko via majority decision, 95-95, 97-93, 96-94. Sis, boom, ba, oi. Sebastian Fundora defeated Sergio Garcia via unanimous decision, 115, 113, 117, 111, and 118, 110. And right now, Gervonta Davis, the champion, taking on Isaac Cruz for the WBA regular lightweight championship. What the hell's the difference? And right now on the scorecard, Davis has it by 3 points, 106 to 103. And they have gone now to the 12th and final round. Wazoo. And when they're done and they have the thing, we'll report on it. Right now, let's just give you some of the little cha-cha dancing of headlines. University of Miami is pursuing Oregon coach Mario Cristobal to be its next head coach, with offers clearing $8 million annually, according to multiple reports, despite still having a sitting head coach and no athletic director. However, these discussions are happening while sitting Miami coach Manny Diaz still has the job. Diaz has been out on the recruiting trail for most of the weekend, but Jackson reports Diaz did not get on a planned flight to visit a West Coast recruit as he awaits resolution. Cristobal may have to give his answer soon. Sports Illustrated is reporting that Miami officials have given Cristobal a deadline of Monday to decide whether or not to accept their offer to be their new coach. Making matters more confounding, Cristobal was scheduled to join an Alamo Bowl media call Sunday. However, Alamo officials are disallowing media questions to shield Cristobal, instead opting for a bowl official to ask pre-screened questions. The Herald earlier reported that Miami is expected to make a run at Cristobal, while the Oregonian's John Canzano notes that Miami officials were hoping to speak to him after Friday's Pac-12 championship game. Oh dear. So that's getting muddled. We did the Steelers report earlier. In baseball, the Hall of Fame has... the National Baseball Hall of Fame will induct 6 new members next season. Sunday evening, the Hall of Fame's Early Baseball Era Committee announced Negro League legends Bud Fowler and Buck O'Neil have been voted into Cooperstown. Also voted in were Gil Hodges, Jim Cott, Minnie Minoso, and Tony Olivia by the Golden Days Era Committee. Simply put, they were all good. So congratulations, one and all. And let's see the next one. Okay, this is somewhat breaking news, but we'll just say it anyways. Arkansas landed a big commitment on Sunday from ex-Oklahoma wide receiver Jaden Hasselwood, who announced his intent to transfer away from the Sooners. Hasselwood made his announcement in a Twitter post after visiting Arkansas over the weekend. A rising redshirt junior, Hasselwood has 39 catches for 399 yards and 6 touchdowns as a sophomore in 2021. He only played in 3 games, took a red shirt in 2020 after tearing his ACL, and he had 19 catches for 272 yards and 1 touchdown as a true freshman in 2019. Congratulations. We do have one more football score to give you, and if we can do that, we will be happy, we will be content, and we will give you the scores. And we do so with happiness and joy and all the surrendering. Okay, as we march to the Grey Cup in Canada, Hamilton defeated Toronto 27-19, and Winnipeg defeated Saskatchewan 21-17 in the division championships. And let's see, do we have the division semifinal? Yeah, we had the decision semifinals. Now we had the championship, and there you go with the championships of the division. So we will have Hamilton versus Winnipeg in the Grey Cup. And there's your Canadian sports right there in a nutshell. While we have this moment, as we all know, let me just zap on over here because I want to make sure I get everything right. Because if I don't get everything right, well, we all know what'll happen. Haha. I gonna get smacked. So let me see here. How do I do this? Because I want to make sure I get this right. Okay, so let's see here. Hang on. So
a very significant moment in my life.
There we go. Where are we here? I want to make sure I get it right. Get the date right. As you know, we lost a very influential, I will say, friend of ours. And pause it right there. Pause it right there. Thank you. I want to make sure I get this right. Oops, we lost the bearing there. So, we lost a very good friend, someone who meant a lot to everybody here on the various YouTube channels, like Hanstar and Chris. And I mean, if you ever went to Hanstar's channel for Jackbox games or JJ, known as Sith Lord, he is, and I don't say the W word. That is one thing you'll never hear me say. He is one in a million. And I say this, I may have known him for a short time, like some other folks. But to the folks at Comicsgate and to all of us streamers, JJ was someone there I go saying the W word, and when I said I'd never use it. JJ is someone very special, very unique. He is a gentleman, true and true, the highest quality of gentleman. A humble person. I will say this about JJ. He is a humble person. And I have been sort of, hesitant on, doing or being on other streams. I mean, it took me a while to, it took me a membership to Mandy's stream for me to even be a part of that. But I will tell you, JJ, I saw the way he interacted with Chris and Hanstar, and I was like, I gotta be like these guys. I gotta be like JJ. I gotta be like all these guys. I would love to do something online. And well, this is the result, at least for now. But I have never been involved in like being a guest on someone's streams, but I was invited to be on some of these some of the Hanstar uh, streams were just chilling, playing Jackbox. And I said yes. So I was there and I got accepted. JJ, from what everybody has been saying about him, and like I said, I got to know him just a little bit. The man loved people. I'll just say it bluntly. The man loved people. He was humble. He didn't have an ego. Um, he actually had a love for people. He was a Southern gentleman, true and true. A lot of people think some Southern gentlemen do not exist. They do. And JJ was the personification of one. He loved everyone. And he helped everyone. If you're hesitant to go on a stream, don't worry. JJ was there and he helped you through it. You just got to remember, be yourself. And he left us too soon. I am seriously going to miss him because he was truly one of the most influential heartlights. And it is not easy to put into words, although for me, it's a little difficult. But I am going to miss him, and everyone's going to miss him. On Tuesday at, let me get the time here before it disappears. Tuesday at 2 Eastern, Hanstar will be live streaming his memorial service for JJ on his channel. And I hope I did that correctly. And if everybody, that's 2 Eastern. And everybody who has been touched by the kindness of this gentleman named JJ or Sith Lord, I tell you this, if you're not there, you can probably will be able to see it on archive. He touched everyone, and didn't matter where you were from, you'd be a friend for life. And JJ, you're a friend for life. And though he left us too soon, his journey continues. He's on a new journey, guided by the hand of God, where there is no blockades, no stoppage, and there is a Waffle House. And I hope right now he is drinking a goodly amount of coffee. It is hard to put into words, especially for one that is somewhat of a wordsmith, how much this man means to everyone. But I will tell you this. By hell or high water, I'm going to be on Hanstar stream, and I'm going to be watching the memorial service. And I hope everyone else does as well. He meant a whole hell of a lot to everyone. And he leaves a huge hole. But, and I hope I say this correctly, he may have left us, he may have left this mortal soil, but there is a piece of JJ in each and every one of us that he touched. And in his honor, the only time I ever did this, what I'm about to do, was when my dad died. January 22nd, 1991, 6:30 a.m. That is ingrained in my memory. He died of Agent Orange. So before we end and before I do what I want to do in tribute, I would like to remind you all that on a clear night where there are stars, if you look up, you will see one humongous, brightly lit star. Think of JJ, because that'll be him watching over every one of us, making sure we're okay. Because we know right now, we know that he's up there watching us like he would normally do. I guarantee you. He is one of a kind. There'll be no one like him in this world ever again. In this world, there are very few like JJ. There should be a lot. I don't know if what I just said is okay or not, but I never write these things down. Maybe I should. But to JJ, I do this in honor and in respect and in tribute. So to JJ, from me, thank you for the brief time we got to know each other online, never in person. If there's one thing I'm going to do, and I make this promise, before I leave this mortal soil, I'm going to make it I'm going to make it a part of my bucket list to meet each and every one of you folks and give you all a hug. That is my promise. Because before I leave, I want to meet everyone that touched me, that are my friends and my extended family. So JJ, you're one in a million. And I give you this. Because I only give it to those special people, like my dad and all my friends. I give. And this is from my heart. That is from an Army brat. And that is done with respect. That is going to wrap it up for us. And I thank you all for being here. And I'm going to keep on doing this for a long time. And I hope you all enjoy what we've had today. And like I said, on a clear night, go outside, look at the stars. And the brightest star, the most brightest, will be JJ, looking in on all of us. You're loved, JJ, by each and every one of us here at this little internet community. From all the things, all the shows you've streamed that you were a part of, to I think you even invaded my stream, and I thank you. You will be missed, but your memory and a piece of you will be in each and every one of us for as long as we live on this planet. Thank you. I'll see you all tomorrow at midnight Eastern. Thanks everybody for watching. And good night.